So, if I were invited to Paris Fashion Week, what would I wear? Take a look.
Let's go. Fearfully and wonderfully made. God on my side, I'm never afraid. Right. Walking in purpose, can live in my destiny. I gotta tell my story. I wanna help somebody, help somebody.
Greetings and welcome to InStylePhD Fashion to Lead. I'm Dr. Sharon McDaniel, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, welcome. And if you're an OG, welcome back. It's great to see you. Well, today we're going to be talking about Paris Fashion Week, but through the lens of Pittsburgh, my closet. And so I thought that would be great for us to think about what are our favorite designers. You know, I'm thinking about Yves Saint Laurent. I'm thinking about Chanel and Celine. When I looked at their runway shows, I was intrigued and I said, maybe I could style some things from my closet using their inspiration. But first, we want to talk about leadership. We want to have our leadership moment to talk about perspective. So, look at this glass of water. Do you see it half empty or half full? What are you? So when we think about half empty, that's usually one who looks at things from that pessimistic view. What's wrong? What ought to be? What should have happened? So when we look at half full, we're thinking about where can we take this? We still have something, and how do we build on? So this is more of an optimistic view. So which one are you? Because where you land is how you lead. And so if you lead from a perspective of half empty, it's always you're looking for what's wrong versus what could be right. And so I tend in my leadership to look at opportunities. Half full, meaning that I have something to start with. I have a grounding that I can build from, right? And so I want you to think about this further. How do we interrogate our own understanding of if we're half full or half empty? Something to think about. I hope you enjoyed this leadership segment. On to fashion. So I'm not sure if you all got a chance to see just the majesty of Saint Laurent, Celine, and Chanel. So the brilliance of Vaccarello, Blazy, and Ryder. I was just so intrigued and so just mesmerized. So did you all see the Eiffel Tower in the background with the beautiful flowers? It was brilliant. Vaccarello just really created this majestic scene. And then when we think about Chanel, I don't know if you all know that Otwar, the final model, she is the third Black person who's ever, in 115 years, has ever closed out a Chanel show. And finally, Celine and all of it's just, it was fun, right? It was just fun. So anywho, I want to give you a tidbit of each of the runway shows, just in case you did not see them, but we'll take them one by one because I want to show you the inspirational outfit that I was able to create as a result of each runway show. First, we're going to go to Saint Laurent to see how they showed their brilliance on the runway. Let's take a look. Vaccarello revisited archival codes and references, strong nods to the house's legacy of Poussey-Bow blouses, trench coats, sharp tailoring, but reframed it through a more dramatic and theatrical lens. So here's how Saint Laurent styled this Poussey-Bow blouse, and here's my version of it. For my first YSL look, I'm wearing the iconic Poussey-Bow blouse, paired with a beautiful leather wine jacket and a full leather black skirt. Wonderful. This is indeed YSL. So this is how Saint Laurent styled the beautiful ball gown, and this is my version. For my second YSL look, I have a puffy bolero jacket, satin, made by Shopakira, paired with a crinoline skirt, A-line from The Chemist. Absolutely stunning. This is to replicate the black look, the beautiful black gown that YSL showcased on the runway. So I hope you enjoyed my version of Saint Laurent's runway. On to Celine. So Ryder's work is often seen as a homage to Celine's past creative directors, such as Phoebe Philo. And the visible silhouettes, elements such as scarves, vibrant colors, layering, and accessories play an important role in conveying his aesthetics. See how Celine styled the outfit, shown on the cutaway. And now, see my version. For my first Celine look, I am styling an everyday Jane, that's what it's called, coat that actually is about 12 years old that I got from HSN years ago. And this was a designer who used to design for Serena Williams. And I paired it with my Maison Margiela tabby boots along with a bucket hat. I hope you like it. See how Celine styled the outfit, and now see my version. And for the second Celine look, I've actually styled this Neiman Marcus beautiful purple dress, beaded dress that I have. It's about 7 years old. That was in my closet, never worn, but for such a time as this is absolutely stunning, and I hope you like it. So I hope you enjoyed my interpretation of Celine's runway show with my two outfits. On to Chanel. For my first look for Chanel, I have a Juliana Rancic, HSN, yes, that's the Home Shopping Network, boucle dress and jacket, and I paired it with a blouse from H&M. This is a fabulous find. It is boucle, it is wool, it is absolutely spectacular. So we can have a Chanel-esque look without the Chanel price. Now, do I own Chanel? I certainly do. But I want to make sure that we all understand that we can have a Chanel look without the Chanel price points. I hope you like it. So Blazy emphasized proportions, reworking men's jackets, removing collars, adjusting sleeves, and playing with volumes and layering. You know, such a beautiful display. And here's my interpretation of the closing outfit of Chanel. Second look for Chanel is paying homage to Awar. She certainly graced the runway as she was the bride leaving the runway. And so this wonderful, beautiful dress from Akira, I've had it for a long while. Absolutely divine and beautiful, and certainly reeks of beauty, grace, and poise. So I hope you enjoyed the way I showed two outfits of Chanel's runway from my closet. So altogether, we had 6 outfits displaying from my closet what Chanel interpretation would look like, Celine, as well as Saint Laurent. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. I certainly enjoyed putting these pieces together for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, I need you to like, subscribe, and also send this to other folks. We're growing as a community, and I certainly want other savvy stylers to join us. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye now.
Wow, Sharon, thanks for sharing with us Paris to Pittsburgh fashion. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below, share it with a friend, and of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And please remember to visit Sharon's website at www.fashionfusionbyinstyle, phd.com. We'll see you next time. Just before we go, here's a little bonus from Dr. Sharon, Pittsburgh style. Enjoy.